part of being on YouTube is you get strange emails from people. Like the guy who wanted my help to become Prime Minister, or the person who thinks Skynet is real and is being distributed as a disabled component of Windows for later activation. Seriously. Or the person who asked me to review their art, because obviously that's something a technology channel would do. The thing is, when I was replying to that last one to say, wrong number, I had a little look, and then I kinda wanted one. Welcome back to the Pro Tech Show. Transparency bit first, I did not pay for this. It was sent to me for free for the purpose of review. However, this video is not sponsored. They have not paid me any money, so they have no control over what I say, and they don't get to see it before you do. The piece in question is by a studio called Xreart. What they do is they take tech that's destined for the rubbish heap and they strip it down and arrange it with these nice little annotations in a frame. It's a simple idea, but it works, and it's keeping dangerous e-waste out of landfills. Reuse is always better than recycling, but there aren't many useful ways to reuse broken electronics. Recycling rates are actually pretty abysmal, with only 17.4% of e-waste actually getting properly recycled. I say properly because some recycling companies are just shipping the waste to poorer countries where it's out of sight, out of mind, and no longer tracked. Toxic chemicals and acid are used to extract tiny amounts of gold and copper, and what remains just gets dumped in landfill. I don't want to dwell on it, I'll put a link in the video description if you want to read more, but the people exposed to these chemicals are often children because small fingers are handy for dealing with small components. This is a much better idea. As well as finding use for old electronics, they donate a small portion of each purchase to environmental and conservation causes. But environment aside, is it any good? This is obviously quite a subjective thing, but I like it. You can currently get various iPhones, games consoles, and a few other bits and bobs like an iPod and an Apple Watch. I get the feeling they're Apple fans, but that's unsurprising for a design house. I once knew a design-oriented company that bought Macs purely for the looks, and then proceeded to format them and install Windows over the top because their software didn't actually work on Macs. Kinda stupid if you ask me. I will never fully understand the mind of an artist. Delivery to the UK took just under 2 weeks, and mine arrived in a nice phone line box. It looks professionally enough done, there are no obvious problems that I can see. It does come with acrylic glazing, but I've removed it here in case my light reflects off it. Overall, it's a cool idea, and I think it makes a pretty nice gift for a tech enthusiast. Of course, now that you've seen the idea, there's very little to stop you trying to do it yourself if you're technically inclined and have some broken electronics to hand. In fact, there are other people selling a very similar product. I have no idea who did it first, but if you want to go the DIY route, Xreart caters for that as well. The website has DIY kits you can buy, including the frames and the templates, as well as the specific tools you'll need for each device. If you've ever tried taking a modern smartphone apart, you'll know it requires more than just a screwdriver, so that's a nice touch. If you've already got the tools and you're happy to get the framing done locally, they've even got a bunch of the templates available as free downloads with all of the annotations, so you can just print it off yourself. Personally, I'm too lazy. I'd rather just have someone do it for me. But if you've got a broken phone and some spare time, it could be fun. I'll put a link to Xreart's store in the video description. If you use that link and the coupon PROTECHSHOW, I believe you'll currently get a 10% discount, so make the most of that. Again, in the interest of transparency, that is an affiliate link. So if you buy something, I might get a commission, which helps me pay for things like this light, and the box it came in that's currently propping all of this up. That's all, I just really like the idea, so I wanted to share it. If you like it, check out their shop. If you don't, then watch one of these videos instead. In fact, why not do both? That's what multiple tabs were invented for after all.